Hey guys, my name's Annie, also known as Creative Cliche, and I'm a special effects makeup artist. Today I'm going to be doing a look inspired by the new Prime Video original movie Goodnight Mommy, so let's get into it.
What Mommy says goes. Think you can do that?
I'm starting out this look by laying down a bald cap. This is the perfect way to conceal your hair and ears to give the full effect. I'm using spirit gum to glue down the cap in place, and I'm sealing it off using a liquid latex. You don't need the seam to be hidden perfectly since we're going to be disguising it when we add texture. Now I'm adding a light shade of full coverage foundation to the entire face and halfway down the neck. This is going to be the base of the mask. I'm roughly placing it around my eyes and mouth since I know that those are going to be the areas that we're going to be cutting out in the mask. To create a textured look resembling stitching, I found a roll of burlap in my studio, so this should be perfect. I'm just trimming a small section to portray a seam. I coated one side of the piece with a light concealer, and I'm just pressing it into place to leave an imprint. I'm just continuing this across my whole face and down my neck. Once those lines are laid in place, it's time to clean up around the mask openings. I'm just grabbing a Q-tip with some makeup remover and I'm cleaning up around my eyes, my nose, and my mouth. Now that everything's cleaned up, I'm going into each cutout and I'm adding shading. I like using a mixture of brown and gray eyeshadows to create more of a natural shadow. So these are going to be the shadows that would naturally be cast if you were wearing a mask. When I feel like my lines are getting too defined, I just go in with the Q-tip to smudge it out and make it look a little bit more natural. To create the added seams around the cutouts, I'm using a white paint followed by a gray eyeshadow to the outer edges just to make it look a little bit more raised. I'm realizing that the inner corners of my eyes need to be shaded just a little bit more, so I'm going back in with that brownish gray shadow. To give more of a Naomi Watts vibe, I just added a pair of blue contacts. I'm filling out my brows a little bit using a light brown brow pencil. I had a sage robe that I put on along with a simple necklace just to fit the vibe. And here's the finished look. I love the way this turned out, and I feel like this is such an iconic costume for Halloween. By the way, if you haven't seen this movie, you definitely need to check it out, and I hope you like the look.
I gave you specific instructions. Stay where I could see you.
Lucas lost his baseball glove.
Stop talking! From now on, you stay inside.